Today is Sunday, March 17th. It's about 73 degrees at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Happy St. Patty's Day. And I just wanted to do a garden diary. I put in some cucumbers. This is back by the side of our house, on the east side of our house. And these are early spring cucumbers. And they're from, I don't know, I think they're from Baker Creek. It is gorgeous outside. I planted, I think I might have shown these. Yeah, I did. And I need to water them a little bit. I need to water my cucumbers too, though. But they got hit by the wind and some cold, so they weren't faring too well. There's buds on the pomegranate, and I got the mulch away from there. I found out that mulch is not good for my plants. So I think these red petunias with sun on them are the prettiest thing. I don't think the Angelonia is going to come back. I was feeling it this morning, and it's pretty stiff. My husband is redoing our fire pit. It wasn't working properly, so he bought a new ring, and he's modifying the base of it a little bit, so there's plenty of dust everywhere. Then I went around and made some protective coverings for the wind and stuff for some of my little seedling plants, and I planted a bunch of them, so I still have a few left. This is basil, zucchini, cukes, and oregano, and then some more tomatoes. I'm going to have lots of tomatoes, probably more than I could possibly want. Oh, I wanted to show the armeria is blooming. That Mother of Time is coming up. I think that's what that is. The lantana is starting to sprout. We had to rescue this dirt. There was just like a couple inches of water in there. So then I've been working in the front yard too, and I took some of the African daisies and I just stuck them in the ground here. So there's some even with like little, I don't know if they'll grow, but I stuck them in there anyway. Oh, this plant over here is getting some blooms on it. Oh, we had tons of butterflies going through our yard. You can hear all the bees. I can. Oh, and the plum trees are pretty. But yeah, this is gonna bloom again. Something over here smells really good. It must be honeysuckle. Or it could be this. I don't know. There's something sweet smelling for sure. I've also been working, trying to take out the stuff in this tree well, and I had to get me a new vacuum cleaner for the leaves. And so I'm going to sweep all that up. And I've got a rototiller that I'm going to use over there. Oh, I stuck some African daisies in here too. My husband got this bed ready to plant. I've been harvesting quite a bit of cilantro and greens. I planted fennel. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fennel. He got this bed ready for me, and so I planted some of my favorite cherry tomatoes in here. These are really tiny, but I think they'll do fine. And I've kind of set everything up to protect them. I was probably going to get more wind, so I wanted to be ready for them. The purple Russian tomatoes are heirloom, I think. They really droop a lot. I would think they like the sun and the heat, but it seems like the longer you put them in the sun, the more they droop. I planted chamomile. This is chamomile, and this might have been a mistake because I don't know that much about how chamomile grows. It's my first time, but and then okra. I've got, these are orange, Jing. That's a burgundy. Then I put zucchini. Like this is a yellow one, and so the opposite corner is a yellow one. This is a green bush, and that's a green bush zucchini. And then the rest is okra. And I will probably put saran wrap cages around the zucchini, but not the okra necessarily. This is an orange okra, Jing, orange Jing. This is orange, that one's orange, that one's orange. And I think that one's an orange. And the rest are either green or burgundy. And then this bed, I gotta harvest some more bronze lettuce. I've been eating some spinach. This spinach. My pak choy went to flower. It's a pretty flower though. And I watered this pretty thoroughly. There's an onion. My onions are not doing real great. There's something about the way I plant them, I think. Anyway, I still have a lot of nastiness on that tree, but it does have some buds. That's the trees. It's beautiful. The weather is gorgeous. That's what I've been working on. I pulled up a bunch of vining type stuff. And then this California fuchsia that's over in the rocks here. It's so prolific. It's a weed basically here. I'm going to pull it up and start putting it in some pots. I think it'll be a lot prettier in pots. It's kind of taken over this bed here, and I don't want to really do that. There's my lavender, but it's not looking all that great. Although I don't see any blooms. That's my garden diary. What? 9th? Think so. Saturday anyway. And I'm planting some park seeds, some of these pea patio pride, and it's the second trellis from the end. And I've got holes where I put the peas down in there, just kind of around this trellis. And I'm going to bury them and go on. Okay, today is Saturday, March the 9th. And around the first trellis, I'm planting these dwarf gray sugar peas. And so I have the holes, like I'm going to cover them right around the trellis here. I don't think I got a pea in there. So I just dropped a pea in there. And then there's some right over here. So that's all around that trellis there. Okay, so this third trellis, I'm going to plant peas around it, but the water's not quite. Maybe I should do it down here. Let me see. Oh yeah. I don't know what all of this is. All of these plants are, but I think I'm going to put some peas around this trellis too, because it's wet. So this is the very last trellis on the block wall, and I'll put what kind of peas? These kind, a little different, sugar snaps, and they're Fairy Morris. Fairy Morris sugar snap peas.